check. 1 2 1 2. Everything coming through? We may be in the middle of a pandemic, but live music is not a thing of the past. It is live right here in Dallas Music Network.
We began Dallas Music to help audiences and artists navigate this strange new world.
We need art more than ever these days, and we have the best there is to offer tonight. We have Joe Savage and R&B songstress La Belle.
But first, from Team Blake of The Voice, please welcome our featured artist, for this evening, the amazingly talented Brian Pounds.
That's a lot of pressure. Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear the work bell ring, then they march you to the table. You get the same old thing, ain't no food up on the table, ain't no pork up in the pan. But you better not complain, boy, you get in trouble with a man. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Let the midnight special shine that light upon me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Well, the yard comes Rosie. How in the world did you know I've done that in a while, man. That kind of hurt. I hope everybody out there on the internet is having a good time tonight. My name is Brian Pounds. You can tell because it says right here. And I'm a little weirded out because I can see myself in that screen over there, and there's all kinds of crisis of confidence happening right now. This is a song I wrote that is on my last album, an album called Southern Rider, that is only available for sale on my website, which I haven't gone to on my iPhone in a long time. It's been a while since I've Googled myself. So I think the website's still up, but if you like this song, there's a above average chance that you can purchase it for your very own. Also makes a wonderful Christmas present for people you don't like very much. Well, North Carolina ain't nothing but a memory to me now. And I gathered all my things, which ones to keep and which to throw out. And these are white walls here that show every imperfection. And I wonder why some strangers taking over my reflection. And I wonder what it is that I've gotten myself into. But I swear sometimes it's just like I'm losing you. Well, day breaks through my windows, the sunlight wanders in between the blinds. And I've never liked the taste of coffee, but think I'll have a cup to try and pass the time. And this place is fine at night, it's too quiet for the morning. And this southern summer heat just keeps me up and leaves me longing for a time when my memory gave me something to hold on to. But I swear sometimes it's just like I'm losing you. Well, I know that you've been here, 'cause I can see your fingerprints on the glass. And I've hung up all your clothes, so if you change your mind, you won't have to unpack. And mostly I don't understand why you don't wanna stay. Just 'cause every time you leave, I'm like a ghost around this place. And I get tired when I find that it's myself that I've been talking to. But I swear sometimes it's just like I'm losing you. Yeah, I swear I'm losing you. Thank you very much. I realized in the middle of that song how much I wanted to like tap my foot and really get into it. And then I realized at that same moment how tenuous my grasp on rhythm is. Because every time I started to get right in there, my foot and my hand are socially distancing, I think, at least rhythm-wise. And when you play with like a real musician, you start to lose a little bit of confidence. When you're playing with like 5 guys that can't really play and you all play out of tempo, but you all play out of tempo together, that's a different thing than playing with someone that's relying on you to, keep it in the ballpark. I wrote this song about Odessa, Texas. Anyone here from Odessa, Texas? Well, it's the internet, so I'm sure that someone is. Growing up, my childhood dream was to play Odessa, Texas. I never wanted to play stadiums or theaters or Dallas. I always wanted to play Odessa, Texas, mostly because I was not a very smart child. I like the little tinkles in the background. It gives the story a nice something. But I read Friday Night Lights when I was a kid, and I read that Odessa was a very sad place. And I've always loved sad music. It's not that I'm a particularly sad person. I just love sad music. It's what makes my heart beat. And after reading Friday Night Lights, I thought to myself, well, hell, Odessa's a sad place. Maybe they like sad music there. And it turns out that they don't. I've played Odessa twice now, and both times it has been an absolute dumpster fire. I played in this rundown shopping mall in a bar that used to be a Chili's. It was me and 3 guys straight off the rig, and I really wanted to play my sad folk songs, and they really wanted to hear Jethro Tull. And we could not come to an agreement. It had been 5 years since I'd left home when I played that show, and I was listening to Lucinda Williams on the way home, and I wrote this song about the loneliness of the road and hoping to find somewhere to play your sad songs someday. Odessa's getting tired, but I'm always coming around. She says she hates the way my songs always seem to get her down. She can't stand that I'm polite. She's tired of the things I say. Well, I'd leave her if I didn't need her to get through the day. Odessa don't love me, but I don't care. She got kerosene lips, an empty stare, sleeps with my friends when I'm not there. Odessa don't love me, but I don't care, man, I just don't care. She drinks too much, tries to get me in fights, and she makes me drive home alone, drunk on Saturday nights. Cries you're lost if you ain't found God, but she don't like the one she's got. She's everything I never wanted to be, so why is she always on my mind? Odessa don't love me, but it's not so bad. She floats me when I'm broke, leaves me alone when I'm sad. Won't introduce me to her mom and stepdad. Yo, Dessa don't love me, but it's not so bad, man. It's not so bad. Well, I never really know what she thinks of me, but when I look into her eyes, it feels like apathy. She's everything I never wanted to be, so why is she always on my mind? Yeah, Odessa don't love me, I wish she did. 'Cause I'd write love letters just like when we were kids. But I'm just growing cold, living like this. Yo, Odessa don't love me, but I wish she did, man. I wish she did. Thank you very much. I'm going to continue to kind of be a little more soft and sentimental on this song coming up. This song is a very personal song of mine. They're all kind of personal, but I wrote this song about my daughter, who's now 4 years old. It's weird, the memories that you have that stick vividly in your mind. It's not always, the best memories or the worst memories. It's just kind of the random ones. I remember being on tour with a friend of mine named Grace Pettis. My wife was pregnant at the time, and she was asking me if I would ever write songs about my daughter. And I was emphatic about it. I was like, no, I am a rock star. I am maybe a soft rock star, but I am a rock star. And my daughter was born 6 weeks premature. She spent 4 weeks in the NICU, and she turned out just fine. She's 4 years old now and talks more than I do, which is saying something. But we finally got her home from the hospital, and it took me 2 nights of having her home to write a song about her. I don't know if that's just pointing to my lack of resolve or how much kids really change you, but I was watching her sleep about 4 a.m. and I wanted to write a song, sort of a promise from me to her and from her to me, although it was a little implicit agreement on her part, but I wanted to always remind myself of that moment. This is called Darling, I'll Be Here. I know you have trouble trying to sleep. Well, the dark is a lonely place to be. When you open up your eyes, I'll be the first thing that you see. Darling, I'll be here if you need me. When you find yourself lying on the ground, just despite you, the world keeps spinning around. When the bastards got you down and you're looking for relief, darling, I'll be here if you need me. Yeah, well, I know now that you don't mind me around. There may come a day when that'll change, and when the road you're on can be your shelter from the rain. There will be days when you don't know what to think, and I know that you have trouble saying what you mean. If you ever need someone to sit and listen to you speak, darling, I'll be here if you need me. Yeah, well, I know now that you don't mind me around, but there may come a day when that'll change. And when the road you're on, it's a little far from home, well, I can be your shelter from the rain. Someday when one turns into two, you find someone else's arms to fall into. Yeah, but still you need someone who knows most of your memories. Darling, I'll be here if you need me. Darling, I'll be here if you need me. Thank you very much. I think we're going to do one more song and then something else is going to happen. I'm almost sure of it, but there will be other music. I will get to talk some more, which is very exciting for me. I hope it's as exciting for you as it is for me. This is a song I wrote with a friend of mine named Grace Pettis. And if you've never heard of Grace Pettis, she's an Austin-based singer-songwriter. She may be one of the finest songwriters of my entire generation. I encourage you to go seek out her music. Grace and I were on a tour of the America. We went up to Nashville and back, and then kind of over to North Carolina and all over the place. But we were in Fayetteville, Arkansas when we wrote this song, and I'll never forget that because it was a Tuesday night, and we had a gig at a place called JR's Light Bulb Club. Now, JR's used to be kind of a hopping joint back in the day, but by the time we got there, JR's had fallen on hard times. But it was Tuesday, and we needed a gig, and we were thankful for it. But unfortunately, we did not get paid for this gig. But in lieu of payment, we got all of the free well liquor that we could drink. And Grace and I think pretty highly of ourselves, and we wanted to drink what we were worth, so after about a couple of hours, Grace was pretty schnockered. And it was after the show, and she was horizontal in a booth looking up at the ceiling, and there were these two chandeliers. And one of the chandeliers had all but one light out, and the other one had all but one light still lit. And Grace was hammered, so she thought that that was poetic. And so the next morning, we had made it home through an Uber, and I was drinking coffee, doing my best not to talk to anybody, and playing guitar. And Grace said, I have this thing that we have to write a song about. And I said, no, leave me alone. But she pestered me, and I'm glad she did, because we wrote this song, and it ended up on my album I was talking about earlier. This is a song called Chandelier. music for the girl who gave it to me. And here I am dancing alone in the kitchen, can't stop to think, with a half-empty bottle of vodka and too drunk to drink. Everything in this damn house is broken, I see it from here. Even with the one light out on the chandelier, we were just kids putting our hands in wet concrete. Well, I'd have gone barefoot over barbed wire just to fall at your feet. And ain't it strange that my favorite thing in this place hangs by a string? There's dust on the crystal that we don't care enough to clean. And here I am dancing alone in the kitchen, can't stop to think, with a half-empty bottle of vodka and too drunk to drink. Everything in this damn house is broken, I see it from here. Even with the one line left on the chandelier. And the night is hung up, but I swear that it hurts like the morning. I've watched every house on this block burn out into nothing. And here I am dancing alone in the kitchen, can't stop to think, with a half-empty bottle of vodka, I'm too drunk to drink. Everything in this damn house is broken, I see it from here. That all of the lights are bound to burn out on the chandelier.
Brian Pounds, that was incredible. I hope now you guys are dancing in your kitchen. Let's let Brian make his way over to the interview corner. And while we get them situated, I'm going to tell you what we're actually here for. We are here because during this pandemic, there has been so many venue closures. There has been so many people out. There's bars closing, everything. So tips are always welcome and very appreciated and can be done online. We are so grateful for all of your help. We are just honored to be part of your life in your living room and whatnot. So, and if you have any artists that you would like to see perform on our wonderful platform, definitely let us know by emailing Beverly at dallasmusicnetwork.com or message us on Facebook. All right, now over to Emmeline with Brian Pound's interview.
Thank you so much, Deanna. Hey, can we have another round of applause for Brian Pounds? How amazing was that?
Thank you, thank you.
You're incredible, my friend. We were just sitting here talking because we know a couple of the same songwriters. And you've been playing the same acoustic circuits as a lot of the people I know.
I have.
Yeah. Well, our talent director, Beverly, saw
Yeah.
you at Opening Bell Coffee
Yes.
in 2010.
I remember, I still have pictures of that show on my computer that I think she took. Beverly, I was playing with a guy named Bob Hoffner, and he plays pedal steel, great pedal steel player out of Austin. And every time I look at those pictures, I kind of cringe because I look like the stereotype of a frat boy with like the backwards hat.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I'm sure the song sounded like that too. But Beverly put some money in my tip jar, and I think wanted to coordinate on some sort of music thing, and we've been friends ever since.
That's awesome.
We should get a shot of Beverly soon, if
Yeah.
not right now.
She's
But
pretty
she's amazing. She's
fantastic.
putting this all together, and
She looks like she's doing important things right now. 2010 feels like, obviously it's a couple hairstyles ago, but it also feels like a lifetime ago given how crazy 2020 has been. But I wanted to ask you, you have always been a story songwriter. You're a songwriter who likes to tell a story over the course of the song. How do you feel like your songwriting has evolved since those days of Opening Bell?
well, I think more than anything, it's better.
We always hope, right?
I was listening to a lot of Dave Matthews Band back then, and nothing against Dave, but he has a thing, and anybody else that tries to do it sort of sounds silly, I think. I think I've just grown up and seen a little bit more of life and had some heartache and some blessings, some wonderful things happen, and I've spent a lot of times just pining over what makes a good song. I feel much less like I need to apologize for the kind of songs that I write. I know that it's kind of the in-style thing to write for an audience,
Right.
and I don't feel that way. I don't believe in asking the audience what they want. I believe in making the art and then hoping the audience likes it.
Well, I think there are different kinds of pandering to an audience, right? Like there's the, I'm going to play a song that I know you're going to dance to in a club. And then there's telling the audience something that's true about themselves and something that's true about, the nature of being human.
Right. And I think with the kind of music that I play, where I know that was kind of an upbeat set, but most of my songs are kind of slow and sad. It is, people listen to those songs like alone in the car. Like when you're at the club and you're whoever, I can't name someone that writes songs in the club. That's how uncool I am. But if you were that person and you were in the club, you could like share in that moment with those people. But like my songs are for people tucked away on their bad days.
Or people who leave like the space for Jesus when they're dancing in the club. No, I'm kidding. But we've talked a little bit about this, right? Because sad songs, I feel like, are the kinds of songs that you don't necessarily love the first time you hear them. But then when you hear yourself in them, they're the songs that you can't put away. Like you'll just play them on repeat over and over and over. And you and I had a really cool discussion backstage about discovering songs, like going through the process of getting to know a song like you know a human, and how some of that has changed because of streaming. So can you tell us a little bit more about that and about your approach to streaming in general?
Sure. I think that, well, you said discovering songs, which I think is really interesting because it's sort of a lost art form. I never had to scrounge through a record bin. That was generations before me. But I definitely had to like go to FYE, was that the store?
Yeah. Or Virgin
and
Records.
go find the CDs that I wanted and all that. And I think my issue with streaming is two things. I think number one, that it takes away one of the main revenue streams for songwriters and performers, and I think that needs to be remedied in some way. But the other thing that I have a problem with streaming services is that it encourages uncomplicated music. When you have a platform that essentially puts all of the world's music at your fingertips, there's a pressure on yourself to skip something when you don't immediately like it. And that encourages people to, I mean, if you go to a Nashville writing session right now, we have to hook right away. We have to get right to it, and then we have to talk about this and all of that. And
Singable chorus.
I think that's fine. I really do. I have no qualms against that, but I think that there needs to be a space for complicated music to happen. I think I told you that my favorite record,
Yeah.
my favorite record I've ever bought, I bought at a Love's gas station. It was this alt country compilation CD. And I had a 6-disc changer in my car, and 4 of the 6 were Dave Matthews Band.
R.I.P. 6 disc changers. Can we just? I missed those. Go ahead.
But so I'd heard Steve Earle's name thrown around. I didn't grow up with him, even though I'm from Texas. And so I had just moved to Austin, and I wanted to know what that was about. So I went in and I found something with Steve Earle's name on it, and I brought the CD into my car, and I hated that CD with a passion. I couldn't find one thing I liked about it, so I skipped it. But after a while, I didn't have enough money for another CD, and so it just stayed in my car. And after I got so tired of listening to the other stuff, I just had to listen to something else. I let this alt country CD run in my car. And I fell in love. It finally happened. I fell in love with one song on it, which was Love at the Five and Dime. It's a Nancy Griffith song, but it was Kathy Mattea's version. And then I would listen to that song on repeat. And then the next song would kind of run through. And then a couple of weeks later, I would fall in love with that tune again until I fell in love with every single song on that record. And it became the kind of music that I play because of that. And I never would have had that opportunity if I hadn't pseudo been forced to listen to it for a while. It's just that the music is complicated and it's not engineered to catch you right away. So that's one of my issues with Spotify, is that it's sort of pushing everybody away from more complicated music that ultimately you'll have a more intimate relationship with later.
I was going to say, ideally, those songs become something that you listen to over and over because you hear something new in it each time.
Right.
And then it teaches you something new about yourself each time.
I always love listening to a song for like 2 years, and then you are on a plane and with a different set of headphones or something, and you hear somebody say something a different way, and you finally understand what that line means. That delayed gratification is just so rewarding to me. I love making that connection where this artist was trying to say something, and it took 2 years, but I finally got it.
You're like, I hear you. I hear it. I get it now.
Exactly.
That's amazing. I love that you are so invested in creating music that matters, that has deeper meaning, that has deeper stories. And people can hear your music, discover it, enjoy it on your website, right?
That's
so where's
true.
that?
It's brianpounds.com. Brian with an I, pounds like the weight. I think on the front of my website is a letter that explains my view on Spotify, but that's, I think, the only place that you can get it. There's like a CD Baby link or something like that.
We look forward to you changing the world and changing the laws, my friend. But I have good news for those of you at home. You can find Brian's music on his website, brianpounds.com. Also, Brian will be back with more original music later in the show. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Up next,
Social distance.
please welcome the incredibly talented Joe Savage.
Can I have this dance? Well, it's just you and I at last. And could this be another chance to forget about the past? Well, a waltz will have to do. I'm not that fancy after all. It's more tender than stepping two. Let's move the table to the hall. And this ain't just some old love song. And this ain't no one-night stand. And so go light up your last candle. We'll burn it back by both ends. 'Cause this ain't no right or wrong song. and I didn't have to make it rhyme. You know, I just thought you'd like a kiss in 3/4 time. So let your hair hang long. Well, it's just you and I tonight, and I'm in love now, don't you know? And this time I'm sure it's right. So let's light a little fire, and we'll make dinner just for two. Well, I can't wait until the morning. I'm spending all my time with you. And this ain't just some old love song. And this ain't no one-night stand. And so go light up your last candle. We'll burn it back by both ends. 'Cause this ain't no right or wrong song, and I didn't have to make it rhyme. But I just thought you'd like a kiss in 3/4 time. Yes, I just thought you'd like a kiss in 3/4 time. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. I'm Joe Savage. I'm from Fort Worth. Happy to be a part of this thing here, man. Sitting back there listening to Brian Pounds was amazing. Really appreciate being here for that. This next one's another original song called First Sign of Danger. Running at the first sight of danger. Well, getting gone's always been plan A. And you left an open tab down at the local spot. You knew I'd feel obliged to pay. Where you going? What are you running to? What are you thinking? 'Cause I ain't got a clue, I'm missing something. Oh, just tell me the truth. What am I to do about what's bothering you? We made a promise that day in the backyard. Did you really mean those things that you said? 'Cause I'll work a little harder to be better. Well, I wish that you would understand. Where you going? What are you running to? What are you thinking? Because I ain't got a clue, I'm missing something. Oh, tell me the truth. What am I to do about what's bothering you? Where you going? What are you running to? What are you thinking? Because I ain't got a clue, I'm missing something. Oh, just tell me the truth. What am I to do about what's bothering you? You can wait until the morning for your leaving. You know everything's not always fair trade. and you get along just fine until the other shoe drops. I wish you'd take the crooked with the straight. Where you going? What are you running to? What are you thinking? Because I ain't got a clue, I'm missing something. Oh, just tell me the truth. What am I to do? It's like an eye sore of a tooth. Could we get down to the root of what's bothering you? Thank you so much. That song's called First Sight of Danger, and it's on the upcoming album we've been working on. This is Alex Fuentes playing bass here. And we just got back from the studio last week working on that one and 11 others that are coming out hopefully by the end of the year, might be early next year. Super happy to be a part of this thing here tonight. You know, the only thing that's getting me through these interesting and hard times is trying not to overthink it. And I wrote this song recently, and it's called Thinking. That was a front man mistake there. Here we go. Well, I think I got it all figured out. Well, I've traveled around, people say I'm well read now. But I get this feeling every time I was thinking I took the wrong damn road. How I was thinking ever done, it's highly overrated. Get myself tongue-tied, think I know just what I'm saying. But I didn't write these lines in this part that I'm playing. I'm just overthinking. How I was thinking ever done. But I tell myself I'm gonna get my act together. If I get my focus straight, there ain't nothing I can't weather. But I get this feeling every time I was thinking I took the wrong damn road. How I was thinking ever done, it's highly overrated. Get myself tongue-tied, think I know just what I'm saying. I didn't write these lines in this part that I'm playing. I'm just overthinking. How I was thinking ever done, it's highly overrated. Get myself tongue-tied, think I know just what I'm saying. I didn't write these lines in this part that I'm playing. I'm just overthinking. How I was thinking ever done. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank you very much. What a pleasure and honor to be here with y'all, man. We've just been working on that song last week in the studio, and I kind of like it. Appreciate y'all being here. I got a couple albums out there. Go check them out at Bandcamp, joesavage.bandcamp.com. And here's one from my album called No Fear and a song called Man Unnamed. Well, I know a man, let's leave him unnamed. lived all his life feeling he was to blame. He sought out women, money, fortune, and fame, and when he died late at night, was remembered in vain. He was a military boy from the good side of the tracks. Well, his father had class, his mother had tact. He played by the rails, skipping rocks across flats. He never thought of a future and all that he would lack. No, he never thought of a future and all that he would lack. Well, in school he played ball and thought himself to be a star. And he still collects those photos in a big collection of cards. And although he never went pro, he tried so very hard. From that, my friends, he will always be scarred. Well, now slowly fate betrayed him, and he was forced to learn a trade, a profession he would gain from a few dollars a day. He signed up to be a policeman, took the military way. Well, he thought himself to have a wife and knew he must get paid. Yes, he thought himself to have a wife and knew he must get paid. So he had his life set up, he bought a house out by the creek, and he started dating Cindy and they went out to eat. They began to mess around, and that's when it began to creep, well, that they had made a baby, now due in under weeks. Well, now slowly fate betrayed him again and it slapped him in the face, all leaving him to question who he is and what's his place. He started drinking heavy, which only grew with his distaste. He found himself in bars again, alone out on the chase. Oh yes, he found himself in bars again, alone out on the chase. Well, even though he made a baby, father meant to be, well, the thought he could not stomach now was father eternally. And so he took to the trees and timbers, he let out a crying plea. Well, no longer could he take it, this life he had to flee. And so he took to the roads and highways. He called himself a lonesome traveler, and he fathered a few more kids, but just took off even faster. From his destiny he ran, though it never ceased to rattler. He knew that he was doomed to father only bastards. Oh yes, he knew that he was doomed to father lowly bastards. And this is where the story ends. Well, he fell to his death, with visions of stardom, madness resonating from his breath. He left all those children here alone to face life's tests. And of all the women he's ever loved, there's none who will confess. Well, now I know a man, let's leave him unnamed, lived all his life feeling he was to blame. He sought out women, money, fortune, and fame, and when he died late at night, was remembered in vain. Yes, when he died late at night, was remembered in vain.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Whoop. Joe Savage, my bad. I was just talking about that. Let me see if I'm in the frame. We're good. So how are you tonight? Are you having fun?
I'm doing awesome. Should I talk into this thing? I'm doing great. Thanks.
Yes, please. We're going to stay our lovely distance apart here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to interview you real quick and ask you, when did you decide you wanted to get into music? How old were you?
Man, I was 24, 25, and I stole my stepdad's guitar out of the closet there. He didn't know I was playing on it. And
Nice.
I just went at it and started learning. And
So you're
I sang in-
self-taught.
Yeah, and I sang in choir growing up, so I love singing,
That's incredible. Your voice, obviously, just a little hint of Johnny Cash in there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So who are your other influences?
Well, yeah, I love Johnny Cash. I think influences prior to me learning about Johnny Cash were the Beatles and maybe Bob Dylan, Van Morrison.
That's
that kind
amazing.
of stuff. And then, you know, I love all the old Texas country riders like Guy Clark, Jerry Jeff Walker, stuff like that. And it's really easy to get influenced by locals here in DFW, you know, at this point.
Oh
There's
God, yeah,
many
there's so much
talented
talent
people,
in
yeah.
Texas, it's ridiculous. So you travel everywhere, you move places. How do you decide your destinations and who you want to sing to?
Yeah, well, you know, the traveling and singing thing haven't come together totally yet. We have started out doing some traveling. Went to Cheyenne and Minot, North Dakota this year, and we're playing around San Antonio coming up in October and Houston. But my traveling came from reading literature, you know, Jack Kerouac, Ernest Hemingway, and that kind of stuff made me want to travel to the West Coast and learn about America. And so I did, you know, and it was also, you know, I wasn't too happy, I guess, back then, doing the grind, living where you're born and stuff like that, or
Completely
yeah,
understand
so
that.
just to get a breath of fresh air and explore. I didn't waste my 20s. You know, all the old people tell you to travel and do what you love while you're young, and I've met so many people who say that and regret that they didn't do that. So I guess I tried to listen. You know.
You know, you brought up a good point about mental health and, you know, being able to fight through depression and different things. Does music help you through depression?
Oh yeah, music's saving my grace, or my saving grace. How I was supposed to say that. I love singing. I mean, this is the best job I've ever had. You know, I don't make a ton of money, but enough to have my own spot, my car, you know, and a good life. And so just beyond that, the act of singing is also really cathartic and therapeutic. You know, if you're having a bad day, just singing a few of your favorite songs helps anybody feel a little better. You know, so.
Absolutely. And you know what they say, that you never work a day in your life if you do what you love.
That's true. I quit working about 6 years ago now. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way to do it. No, I'm just kidding. It is not during COVID. That's why we need tips.
Right,
So
this is-
also, where can we find you online?
Well, I have a website I work really hard on, so go there. It's www.joesavagemusic.com, and you can find my Instagram, my Facebook, you can find my Patreon page, you can find everything just through the website. You can also download a lot of my music for free and listen to and watch videos that we've worked pretty hard on that are really cool looking, so go on there and check it out. That's joesavagemusic.com.
Well, do you have a couple more in ya?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, sounds good. Go check out his website, joesavagemusic.com, everybody. Take it away.
There's a song called Walls. So last year I walked the Camino de Santiago, and it's a 500-mile trip, and then after I got done, I spent a couple weeks in Berlin. I'd never been there. And you walk around Berlin, and you see all these walls everywhere, right? So anyway, that's where I got the inspiration for this song, although it has nothing to do with that. It's more metaphorical walls we build. Well, I've got my walls, and they were put here to protect me. I built them up so long ago. And you can try, yes, you can try to look around them, and when they slow me down, you could let me know. But each brick you try to pick apart is building a pathway further from my heart. There are some things I'd rather you not see at all. Well, I've got my walls, I got my walls, and they usually protect me, but sometimes block the way, so it goes. Well, you could try, yes, you can try to jump over, but I'm not breaking them down or letting go. And each brick you try to pick apart is building a pathway further from my heart. There are some things I'd rather you not see at all. I've got my walls, and you could try to get to know me a little more. Instead of counting bricks, you could build yourself a door and come inside these walls. I've got my walls. They can be a bit deceiving, but I am true to you for sure. Yes, I got walls, and they keep people out, but there's room inside these walls, an open door. And each brick you try to pick apart is building a pathway further from my heart. There are some things I'd rather you not see at all. I've got my walls. Yes, I've got my walls. I've got my walls. Thank you. This is a song called Boat Club Road. Well, I try just what I can to make everything seem alright. But it's so easy to get stuck with yourself night after night. Well, I've been working for nickels and pennies, hoping for dimes. Oh, and most folks I know, they say I'm just wasting my time. Well, even Jesus couldn't make it in Galilee. So what makes it different for folks like me? Well, if I die in Dallas, please carry me home and bury me down at the end of Boat Club Road. And I've poured out my heart sometimes until I feel I played the fool. Oh, and my mind grows numb as I'm spinning drunk on a stool. Well, the tip jar ain't full yet, but I'd sing you a song for a shot. Well, the bar is all cleared, 'cause half of the patrons smoke pot. Well, they're all out back. And even Jesus couldn't make it in Galilee. So what makes it different for folks like me? Well, if I die in Dallas, please carry me home and bury me down at the end of Boat Club Road. Won't you bury me down at the end of Boat Club Road? Thank you. Thank you guys so much. It's such a pleasure to be here with y'all tonight with the Dallas Music Network. I'm super proud of being a part of this. Once again, that's Alex Fuentes on the bass over there. Heck yeah. We got to catch our band. I think our band will be back here at some point in the future. We've got the full band with the lead players and drummers and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. We're going to do one more tune for you. This is another original. All these songs you can find on my website, joesavagemusic.com. This is called Don't Let Your Gun Slip. Well, I don't know who you are, but see you looking at me still. You sit off in the corner with those eyes that aim to kill. You got 2 guns in your holsters, 12 bullets on your hip. But the night is full of dust and moon, you got whiskey on your lip. And you're looking at me, cowboy, like you wanna let your gun slip. Oh, let some bullets rip. Come on and make the blood drip. Like you wanna let your guns slip. Well, now World War III is on. We hear the bombs from the TV. Live alone in fear, watching eternally. All the deaths we never see, and all the news is masking lies. And you're sitting in the corner, that killing look off in your eye. Well, you're looking at me, cowboy, like you wanna let your guns rise. We'll try to see if souls can fly, determining what and why. Like you wanna let your guns rise. And the only law at this point is the law of information. Well, the weathermen and reporters, they all work in depredation. Police protect the thieves and the looters steal material. And all the while the knowledge is just left to the ethereal. And you're looking at me, cowboy, like you want to let your guns deal. We'll try to see if souls can feel, determining all that's real. Like you want to let your guns deal. Well, I don't know who you are, but see you looking at me still. You sit off in the corner with those eyes that aim to kill. You got 2 guns in your holsters, 12 bullets on your lips. There's a night full of dust and moon, you got a handle on your hip. And you're looking at me, cowboy, like you wanna let your gun slip. Oh, let some bullets rip. Come on and make the blood drip. Like you wanna let your guns slip. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. I'm Joe Savage. We're from Fort Worth. Really, thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. Joe Savage, everybody. Incredible songs, incredible voice. So much depth and so much range. I absolutely love it. So we are going to let Emmeline talk to lovely R&B artist Lavelle.
Let's hear it one more time for Joe Savage. And keep it going for my wonderful friend, La Belle. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Better now.
Better now, right?
Better
It's so good to
now.
have you, man. How cool is it to hear live music?
You know what? It makes you feel like you didn't miss a beat. Like I feel like I haven't missed anything, but I've really missed this. Like legit. This is nice.
I am so glad that we've got you here to play for our live audience and our audience at home. And you've got your new single, Rosie.
Rosie. Yeah, that's the new single.
So tell me a little bit about Rosie.
Rosie just kind of got birthed out of nowhere, but really it just means a lot to me because, the lyric is giving you your roses while you're here, and make sure that you give people their roses while they're here. You know what I'm saying? Let them know you care about them, gratitude, love, appreciation, and considering what we've been going through, I think that's extremely important.
I was going to say, we've entered this period, and all of our folks at home know, and those in the audience tonight. How are you guys doing, live audience? What's up?
Yeah, there we go.
They are here, guys, I promise you. So we're here on the levee, we're live, but everybody's socially distanced, everybody's in masks,
Yes.
and so many people right now are watching us from home because we've all been home for a really long time. But you did this song, Rosie, and you also did Floyd's song during quarantine.
Yes.
And, it's about giving people the roses while you're here, appreciating
Yes.
people. Did this time kind of impress upon you the fleeting nature of everything?
I think I can speak for a lot of people, especially myself, saying that COVID really kind of put everybody in a tailspin, myself included, and just everything that started happening from the beginning of it, right? Just COVID in general. Then you had all of the protests and just everything. It was a lot. And I wrote Floyd's song out of just having a lot of emotion and not having a lot of places to put it. You know, you could talk to your friends, but it's like everybody's dealing with that, right? Like, so I had to do something different, and I decided that I was going to actually put my emotions into words like we do as musicians, right? And put it in a song, and it turned out to be like really one of the most beautiful songs I've ever written, for sure.
So, as musicians, we do have this beautiful outlet, right? We get to put all of those things that we're feeling when feelings get too loud, too big, too much into a song.
Right.
How do you feel like the role of music has changed or been amplified by COVID?
How music has changed. I mean, I really hope people are taking the time to actually think about what they want to say, right? Because there's been a lot of downtime where it's not just about pumping out records anymore, right? Or following some type of algorithm, right? Like you've had enough time to really think about what you want to say, how you want it to sound, and this is a time to make it happen as an artist. If you're not taking this time, you're not using it wisely.
Yeah, that's really wise. Well, and I think it's interesting, right? Because I feel like a lot of us were stuck in the hustle prior to COVID. Like we were in this place where we were all running that hamster wheel, doing whatever we could to make things happen on our timeline as quickly as possible, because who knows if we have tomorrow. And I feel like this time for us is a different who knows if we have tomorrow. Like there's a gravity to that question that was not there before.
I would agree with that.
So you've released these two beautiful songs. We're going to hear Rosie tonight live.
For the first time in 2020.
What?
Yep,
For the
Rosie.
first time. So we have an exclusive for all of you at home and for all of you live here at On the Levee. We have a brand new exclusive performance of Rosie from Miss La Belle. I love that. Sure. If people walk away from your music, especially tonight, with one message, what do you want that message to be?
Anytime I perform, I want people to feel something. And I know that probably sounds cliche as an artist, but when I leave a stage, I feel something every time, whether it be good or bad, right? We all have those feelings. So I just want people to feel like there's a space, and you need to create space for you to feel things, right? And I want people to be able to live in that space while I'm performing and then take something away from it when they leave.
I am so glad that you're here, friend. I cannot wait for you to hold the space for us so we can hear an exclusive version of the new single and feel all the feels.
I appreciate you.
So La will be sharing her brand new single with us a little bit later. But first, we have even more live music for you.
All right, guys, and your featured artist that you've been drooling over again. Can't wait to hear him again. Brian Pounds, y'all.
Haven't slept a minute since you left, and my skin feels like it's burning. Memories of you running through my head, they keep me tossing and turning. So I try to drink until I fall asleep, but I'm falling to pieces. Falling to pieces now. Wake up reaching for a hand to hold, and wishing your body was next to mine. Still part of me is glad you're gone, so you can't see these tears I'm crying. Wouldn't if you ever call some falling to pieces, falling falling now, baby. Yes, I am falling. Yes, I am falling now, hey. Yes, I am Thank you very much. That song is called Falling to Pieces. I love you too. Although I think our love is based on something very superficial. We don't really know each other, but they can't keep us apart. This is a song I wrote with a friend of mine named Austin Jinks. I wrote this when I was on The Voice. I don't like talking about The Voice very much, and not because I don't like the show. I think the show is a wonderful thing, and I had an amazing time on it. I feel like it takes away a little bit of the magic that people love about that show when you know how it's made. But one thing I will tell you about The Voice is that when you go on the show, you are sequestered in a hotel for months. You're not allowed to leave. You're allowed to go across the street to the fast food fish place, and you have to sign out and sign back in so that you're not, giving away company secrets. But one of the things you do there is you write songs. If you find some of the songwriters on the show and you start to try to write songs. And I found one of my best friends on that show. His name was Austin Jinks, who's also just an incredible, incredible songwriter and singer. And we ended up writing this song, and it made it onto a TV show called The Ranch, which is on Netflix, which is also on the internet. If you don't have the internet right now, you're kind of behind the game. But there's a song called Somewhere Maybe Carolina. Flying high down the coast, running down your daddy's ghost, living on the leaving side, leaving home in the back of your mind. Somewhere maybe Carolina is the light you've been looking for, somewhere your memories can unwind. Somewhere maybe Carolina, follow it down that East Coast line, find some way to ease your wandering mind. Friends got a job, kept them content, happy enough just to pay the rent. But your imagination got the better of you, so you keep on singing, nothing better to do. 'Cause somewhere maybe Carolina is the light that you've been looking for, somewhere your memories can unwind. Somewhere maybe Carolina, follow it down that East Coast line, find some way to ease your wandering mind. the better of you. So you keep on dreaming like it's gonna come true. Somewhere, maybe Carolina, there's a light that you've been looking for. Somewhere your memories can unwind. Somewhere, maybe Carolina, follow it down that east coastline. Find some way to ease your wandering mind. Thank you. I don't know how many of you out there listening are writers of any kind, but I think one of the most terrifying things that you can have as a writer is writer's block. Just, it's almost unexplainable to not be able to do what it is that you've been able to do for such a long time. It feels like you're not yourself and losing some part of yourself somehow. I wrote this next song in a fit of writer's block. It was before I made my last album, and I had about 4 of the 10 songs that you're supposed to have whenever you write an album or whenever you go to record an album. 4 of the 10, and it was about 2 weeks until we were supposed to go to Nashville to record. So some of the older throwaway songs started to look a little better. But I knew that I couldn't rely on what I had. I knew I had to have something, and so I woke up one morning about 2 weeks before we were supposed to fly out, and I sat down at my kitchen table, and I told myself that I was not going to stand up until I'd written a song. And I was starving, and I desperately had to go to the restroom, but I finished this song in 4 hours. And I guess that's just the perfect example of what happens when you can really set your mind to something. Because for me, it doesn't happen very often, but I'm very proud of this song. Sometimes when the sun hasn't quite faded and I haven't had enough to drink, if I close my eyes, I hear you whisper, saying the sweetest things to me. Most things I've found I can get used to, like sleeping with the heart monitor on, growing old's forces on you, patience, but I'll never get used to sleeping alone. Drink I regret drinking, there ain't smoke I mind in my lungs, and there ain't moments I find myself chasing. It's just you rattling my bones. I've I've seen the devil dancing on my shoulder, and I've earned every wrinkle in my skin, and I've seen the face you make when you know for sure that I won't ever see your face again. And there ain't a drink I regret drinking, and there ain't smoke I mind in my lungs, and there ain't moments I find myself chasing. It's just you left rattling my bones. I know when I wake up tomorrow in this rocking chair that I'm sitting in, yeah, I'll lay down the burdens of my sorrows, yet and I'll just dream of holding you again. And there ain't a drink I regret drinking, and there ain't smoke I mind in my lungs, and there ain't moments I find myself chasing. It's just you that rattling my bones. It's just you that rattling my bones. I'm going to call an audible here. I've got two more songs I think I'm going to play for you guys. I want to thank you so much for everything, all of you around here. This has been such a fantastic day for me, and all of you for listening. I also want to give a big thanks to Map Tracks over here for playing the piano, man, doing like all of the hard work. Just a pleasure to play with. So much of a pleasure that he's not going to play on this song. But I didn't give this song to him. But this is a cover tune that I love. I absolutely love this song. I think it's one of the most beautiful songs ever written. There's a song by Blaze Foley. And I think there was a movie that was written about him and produced about him, made about him not so long ago. And I'd encourage everybody to go watch it and then to go find out his music. But when I heard this song, I'd been writing songs for 10 years, and I was just floored by it. And I'm just kind of feeling the spirit here tonight, and I want to play it. Almost felt you touching me just now. Wish I knew which way to turn and go. Feels so good and then I feel so bad. I wonder what I ought to do. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, and bid this place goodbye, come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, got nowhere to run. Another sinking sun, one more lonely night. The wind keeps blowing somewhere every day. Saying things get better somewhere up the way. Just dismal thinking on a dismal day. Sad songs for us to bear. You know, sometimes I write happy songs, and then sometimes little things go wrong. I wish they all could make you smile. Coming home soon and I wanna stay. Maybe somehow we could get away. Wish you could come with me when I go again. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, and bid this place goodbye. Come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, got nowhere to run. Another sinking sun, one more lonely night. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, and bid this place goodbye. Come and be with you. Thank you very much. If Mav's still around, I'm going to ask him to come back and make me sound a lot better than I really am. This is one of the first songs I wrote when I moved to Austin, Texas. I was infatuated with this girl, and I had just moved to a new town and was intimidated about writing songs, and I was self-conscious and didn't trust all of these songs that I'd written in high school, and I wrote this song. I was very proud of it. It was one of the ones I knew that if I played that I wouldn't get laughed off the stage, and so I'll always be thankful for this song in particular. And if it's any consolation prize, this is Mav's favorite, he told me. Coming down, I can feel you coming down. I've had my head in the clouds. Now that you're around, fade away. God, I hope this doesn't fade. With your name across my lips, I can feel you start to slip. And you've got my head round your fingertips. And you could have me if you wanted it, and I don't mean to stare. Well, I'm just coming up for it. So what to do? 'Cause I'm standing here drowning in you. There's nowhere left for me to go. 'Cause my feet don't touch the ground anymore. And you've got my head round your fingertips. And you could have me if you wanted it, and I don't mean to stare. Well, I'm just coming up for it. And you got my head around your fingertips. And you could have me if you wanted it, and I don't mean to stare. Well, I'm just coming up for it. Thank you guys so very much for listening. Stick around. We've got awesome talent coming up.
I am still so blown away. I had to take a minute, I swear. You are incredible. Like, I just watch you, like, seriously, that's happening on stage right now. You are wonderful. This man's gonna be a star, everybody, so keep your eyes open and your wallets open, too. Tip the man. All right. So, we're gonna hear from Emmeline now on what the importance is of what we're doing here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends at home, I hope you are clapping for Brian Pounds wherever you are right now. Audience, can we hear one more round of applause for Brian Pounds? We are so blessed and honored here at Dallas Music Network to have artists like Brian, like La Belle, like Joe Savage to come and play for us. So many venues, restaurants, and spaces with live music have closed in the wake of this pandemic. So many of them are not open for business right now. But we at Dallas Music Network are thrilled to be able to offer this space to support live music, to bring it back to you, the viewers, and to make sure that these artists have a means of continuing to write these songs and sing them for years and years to come. So, I'm sitting down. If you're at home, you're probably sitting down. I know our live audience is sitting down because you can't stand through a set like Brian Pounds. You got to just sit down and take it all in. So I'm going to invite you, if you would, to join me in tipping our artists. I have created for you this handy-dandy tipping place. Right here. Can you see it? Excellent. Right here. So you can find Brian at Brian Pounds on Venmo. You can find Joe Savage at Joe Savage Fort Worth on Venmo. And you can find La Belle on the Cash App at Music by La. So we highly encourage you to go online right now, because you're sitting at home. What else are you doing? We're going to give you some time. We encourage you to pick up your phone and show these artists, not just in spirit, but monetarily, how much you appreciate the work that they're doing on the stage and what they have to offer. Art is necessary, and we need it now more than ever. So please do what you can to support these artists. Find them online, follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook, be their friend, support their music. If you liked the performances this evening, we highly encourage you to share them. Click that share button, click that like button, and make sure that you spread joy and live music and love all over the world. We are broadcasting tonight to 192 countries from On the Levee in Dallas, Texas. Can we have a round of applause for On the Levee for having us all out tonight? Awesome. If you want to join us next week to be in our live audience, please check us out on Facebook and find out how you can buy tickets to our show. Hey, Deanna.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear that you have our last artist on stage right now ready to go.
I do, and you can't have her back. She's mine now, except for I can't be but 6 feet away. La Belle, everybody. Woo!
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. Dallas Music Network, Emmeline, crew, thank y'all so much. Can we get another round of applause for Brian Pound, please? Brian Pounds. He killed it. All of that music is beautiful. I've already told him as such. My name is La, last name is Bell. I'm gonna do a couple songs for y'all tonight. The first one is the original called Holding Fast to Dreams. Through a painted sky and a watchful eye, watch the seasons all turn, while the love that I have yearned to be with you, and I know that you'll go to where you were before, 'cause love
shore and I won't hold you responsible for anything. I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm only holding fast to dreams. When I first saw you in a crowded room, I could see you and me, us together, baby. Yeah, and now I see what this could be. Out of control, body and soul. Out of my mind, feels right this time. But now all I see is the end and the beginning. 'Cause I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm holding fast to dreams. Check it, clouds are falling and stars are my best friends, but I lay me down to sleep and hope this dream never ends from end to the beginning. 'Cause there's no use in pretending that you and my reality haven't just come to sending down right in front of me. Look at what you done to me. Been stuck on stupid like a cop attack, you stunning me. And like your dream, it's like you're standing right in front of me. And I know, but you don't, 'cause I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm only holding fast to dreams. I'm holding fast to dreams.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are incredible. Did anybody else get goosebumps out there? I know you guys sitting on your couch definitely did.
Thank you.
La Belle, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
This is my new track, Rosie. Thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. Go check it out on Spotify and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah, giving you your roses while you're here. Yeah. Can you turn it up a little bit in the monitor? Thank you. Yeah. I'll be giving you your roses, little kiss, a couple squeezes, I mean squeezes. When I need you, it's like your door is always open. And I'm grateful for all the space you ever gave me. Even if you didn't know you saved me, it's been kinda crazy. 'Cause ever since I met you, it's been wild. And honestly, it's been this way for a while. So I just gotta let you know that everything you gave to me, I'm giving back. No keeping scores, no keeping track. Don't gotta ask, I got you back. Giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna wait too long before you gone. I'm giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna waste my time, no mistake. I'll be giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna wait too long before you gone. I'm giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna waste my time, no mistake. I'll be giving you your roses. We was on the phone one time, you wasn't lying, and you stepped out of it just so we could speak. And I thought that was wild, 'cause I could hear you smile on the other side. And you laughed and said you'd rather talk to me. For you, that's typical. To me, that's different. With all the odds against you, you work against them.
That's why I mess with you, because you're driven and it makes you who you are. That's why I'm giving you this energy for everything you've been to me, for seeds that you sown into me and challenging me mentally. And I appreciate it, you're appreciated. And I appreciate that you appreciate it. Yeah, giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna wait too long before you gone. I'm giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna waste my time, no mistake. I'll be giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna wait too long before you gone. I'm giving you your roses while you're here. Don't wanna waste my time, no mistake. I'll be. Hey. You make sure you give your people the roses while they're here. Hey, hey, hey. Giving you your roses while you're here. Yeah. Thank you so much, DMN. Y'all have a good night.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, La Belle. One more time for La.
Good night, y'all.
That's our show. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Incredible artists all night long. Thank you for joining us at Dallas Music Network. Tip your bands. And if you need an artist on stage with us, email us, beverly@dallasmusicnetwork.com, or message us on Facebook.
We will be right back here next weekend at 8 p.m. at On the Levee. We can't wait to see you. Have a great week.
Woo!
You dare to dream really do come true. See, one day I'll wish upon a star and travel where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you this song. Today, I'm done it in this song. Somewhere